Hey there everyone, I know it's been a minute, but, well, real life gets in the way, and I was thinking, maybe I want to try to figure out how to make this better. As for making it better, I haven't quite landed on a solution for that yet, but we'll see as I continue to make videos going forward, hopefully without another giant break. But I really just want to talk about the ranked mode in Paladins. And I partially also waited a while because I really wanted to be acquainted with the mode. And I'm happy to say that I really like it. Especially compared to the old ranked, and the reason for that is there just seems to be more people involved in it, and that might be due to, not just getting a number and assigning like this imaginary value to it because you have no idea what it means, or just getting borders for certain champions. Instead, it gives you border for your profile, which I think gets people to play, to aim for something, and not just that, but you have like other rewards such as the Drogo skin or the title and such. So I think overall, as a result, more people have started playing, and I don't typically see the same names over and over and over again. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just nice to see that more people are involved. Another thing I really like about the ranked mode is the pacing. And you're like, what? What do you mean? It's the same length of time and everything else is like regular casual mode. What I mean is just the fact that the teams tend to have, one or two tanks, 2 damage, a healer, or maybe like a damage and a flank, or maybe even 3 damage and a flank. Overall, they're not incredibly skewed. Like, I'm very much unlikely to get into a game where there's going to be 3 flanks, 1 support, and 1 damage. Like, that's not going to happen. Whereas casual, that happens quite frequently. Not just that, but the idea that you can actually counterpick other people. Because even if you do have the proper lineup, if you will, in casual, sometimes it doesn't really matter, just because the other team got the luck of the draw and successfully have champions that counterpick the ones that you guys chose. So I like that as well. And lastly, another thing that I like from ranked especially is I like the challenge. Not because I'm trying to aim for the highest master, grandmaster, or whatever. I just enjoy challenging games here and there. And if I were to play casual for a whole day, I might come across like 1 or 2, challenging games that I feel are a bit fair. Win or lose, like I don't really care. Whereas ranked, I could run into a few games for 1 session of playing. So if I were to give you an idea, I guess I would think more around 1 or 2 challenging games for every like 50 to 60 playing casual. And that are completely balanced and everything, whereas it would probably be maybe 1 in 20, maybe 1 in 15 for ranked. So there's just, I don't know, as a result of that, I just enjoy it more. However, that is not to say there's no problems with ranked, because I understand that maybe there's not a lot of people playing at all times, but holy crap, you have no idea how frustrating it is. Because right now, I got promoted, I'm usually in diamond or high plat, but like, in order to balance it out, sometimes, for whatever reason, hi-rez matchmaking decides to pair you with golds, or even silvers, or once or twice even bronze. And while the other team might have like a full lineup of plats, and they're like, okay, well, you have 1 diamond, they have a bunch of plats, and your gold or your silver equals offsets your diamond, and that's not true, because in the end it is a team game. Yes, I've seen certain people that can maybe carry, however the majority of people cannot, unless maybe they're grandmasters or whatnot. So that kind of throws everything off. It ends up being a very challenging game for no real reason, just because the gold, the silver, the bronze will not necessarily always be able to keep up. Some of them, they might have just gotten degraded and they're actually pretty good. But there's a lot of times I get in there and the lower rank doesn't really seem to be having much fun. And of course the other team probably is not having much fun, just because they go in over and over again, and I know they're trying their best, but just they're completely outranked and they just get destroyed over and over and over again, and it's just bad to see. So I know I've also been placing a couple games like that where it's just like I'm diamond and yet I'm for whatever reason placing a game with a bunch of gold or silvers, and then the other team's a bunch of golds, and that doesn't equal either. And it was just bad. That being said, though, for the most part, they tend to get matchmaking relatively right. Even sometimes, like I said, when there is a gold thrown on the team, they probably just fell due to D-ranking because they turn out to be really good. But sometimes it just doesn't work out. The last big problem I noticed with ranked games is that there seems to be hackers. They're back. So as a result, when I usually game on Paladins, it's usually in the morning and not on the weekends. And I think that's because just in general, what I've come to realize is that I believe a lot of kids, those that are hacking, because they believe, well, I need to get a higher rank, and to do that, I need to hack because ranks matter. I mean, I guess in a way they do, but if you get it through cheating, then are you really good? Probably not. And that's achieved, from what I've seen, it's not like aimbotting and wall hacks necessarily, though there are some here and there, and the reason why they probably don't exist in a large majority is because they're very easy to report. Because you get the kill cam, you can see, oh, well, this person is clearly aimbotting or this person is clearly wall hacking. No, it's the drop hacking, which you don't know who's doing it. All you do is know that, like, there's someone on the enemy team or there's someone on your team that's doing it, and that's all the information you get. So you can't really report it, which is unfortunate. Or even worse yet, I have run across one or two people who decided to, DDoS your connection, which is fantastic. Way to go about things. That being said, overall ranked, I like it a lot. I almost play it exclusively as opposed to casual. Casual, I tend to just kind of warm up. But yeah, I believe everyone should play a lot more ranked. I think it's a great game mode, and yeah, you might get bronze and you might be labeled, was it, a bad player, if you will. But overall, it's a lot more fun, and I feel like it's more challenging and helps you learn a lot of the champions even more than when you currently know them. Because like I said, you have to deal with all flank loadout, or all flank team or whatnot, and do you really learn how X champion works in that kind of environment or against that kind of environment? Not really. So I feel like playing ranked helps you come to a deeper understanding of how to play the game and just the different roles of the champions. And overall, it just provides a more challenging and sometimes fun experience. So yeah, I think everyone should check it out. Anyway, thank you so much. Have a good one. Take care.